Hey everyone, in this video we will discuss about the interior of the earth from Fundamental of Geography book class 11. This is Vishwetsa lithosphere. Before knowing the interior of the earth, we should know what is lithosphere. A lithosphere is a solid outer part of the earth. It is a rigid outer layer of the earth. It has an average thickness of 75 km. It comprises the earth crust and solid part of the mantle above the asthenosphere. Here you can see a picture of lithosphere. Here, this part only is known as the lithosphere. Now, the interior of the earth. The factual sources concerning the interior of the earth are not readily available. Therefore, the knowledge about the interior of the earth is based on their direct and indirect sources. Indirect sources. Indirect sources for interior of the earth are classified as under number 1, that is density. It is possible to determine the average density of the earth as 5.5 gram per cubic centimeter using the spherical shape, the mean radius, and the mass of the earth. By the density studies, it is proved that the density of the core of the earth is the highest of all parts of the earth. Number 2, that is pressure. Though the density increases with the increasing pressure, yet every rock has a critical limit beyond which it cannot be increased. It shows that the high density in the core is a result of the presence of heavy metallic materials of high density there. Number 3 is temperature. The temperature is decreased by 1 degree Celsius for every 32 meter of depth. But this rise in temperature while going down the surface of the earth, it is not uniform. Relatively higher temperature is found in tectonically active regions. Heat flows outward from the interior of the earth in the form of thermal convective currents. Fourth, meteors. The planetoids also be an information of interior of the earth. As we all know, all celestial bodies are made of similar objects. Next is direct sources. Volcanicity. The molten lava coming out of the volcanoes during volcanic eruption indicates that there is at least a layer below the Earth's crust which is in liquid or semi-liquid state. Seismic studies. The study of seismic waves, that is vibration following an earthquake, reveals useful information about the Earth's interior structure. The seismic waves are more useful than other source of information of the interior of the earth. So we will learn it more by studying earthquake. Here the earthquake. An earthquake is a vibration of the earth's surface caused by the energy released by the rock layer beneath the earth's surface. Major earthquakes are usually caused by the sudden movement along fault. The instruments used to record earthquakes waves are called seismograph. The source of an earthquake is called focus or hypocenter. The waves travel in all directions from the focus, which is located below the Earth's surface. The area on the Earth's surface directly above the focus is called epicenter of the earthquake. Magnitude is a measure of the amount of energy released during an earthquake. Intensity is a number describing the severity of an earthquake in terms of its effects. Here you can see a diagram of epicenter, seismographic waves, focus, fault line, under which the earthquake generates. The measuring earthquakes. Richter scale. It is a logarithmic scale used to measure the magnitude of an earthquake. It reflects the total amount of energy released when rock layers suddenly rebound to give a seismic shock. The scale is open-ended, ranging from 0 to 9. It was devised by Charles F. Richter. Mercalli scale. It is a 12-point scale for expressing the local intensity of an earthquake. It was named after Italian seismologist Giuseppe Marcelli. Causes of earthquake. Plate tectonic theory has been accepted as the most possible explanation of the causes of earthquake. As per this theory, the earth crust is composed of solid moving plates. These plates are constantly moving in relation to each other due to thermal convective currents originating deep within the earth. Thus, all the seismic events take place along the boundaries of all these moving plates. Human activities like fishing, explosion of bombs also causes earthquake. Here you can see a picture which causing earthquake. The tsunami, landslide, volcano, these all are under the category of creating earthquake. Distribution of earthquake. Here there are mainly three regions of earthquake, that is circum-Pacific areas where 70% of earthquake take place, with most frequent occurrence along the Pacific Ring of Fire. Mid-continental belt or Tethys belt, 20% of earthquake take place in this region, includes the Mediterranean Himalayan belt. Mid-Atlantic ridge, 10% of earthquake, includes the earthquake of New Madrid, Charleston, Boston are the example of earthquake belt. Here you can see a picture where you will find some place. This is the Pacific belt, this is the Tethys belt, and this one is Mid-Atlantic belt. Hope you understood. Now we'll see a video relating to the earthquake.
When we least expect it, when we're least prepared, disaster can strike. And few disasters are as unsettling as an earthquake. So it's important to
Here we can see the terror of earthquake.
My guess is that earthquakes are really so scary because you don't have any warning. It's the only thing besides a nuclear war that can really, 1 second you're living in a big beautiful city, and 10 seconds later it's flat.
Every day, the Earth is shaken by hundreds of small earthquakes. Most go unnoticed. They usually occur along the boundaries of the thin plates that cover the Earth like an eggshell. Driven by the heat deep within the Earth's core, the plates grind against each other on long lines called faults. When the plates find their motion blocked, stress builds up. Finally, the fault gives way. The released energy races through the Earth in the form of seismic waves. For much of the world, the movement of plates like these is also an indispensable creative force.
If we didn't have earthquakes, if we didn't have this great flow of heat from the interior of the Earth would be a cold, dead place. If it wasn't for this great flow of heat, there'd be no continents, no oceans, no atmospheres. The Earth would be as dead and dry and cold as the moon. It's really the earthquakes that create the topography, the valleys, the mountains.
Earthquakes have been shaping landscapes for eons. It's only in the last few hundred years that civilization has gotten in the way. And when it does,
So here by this video, hope you have seen how terror can be possible with the earthquake. Hope the student you have learned from this video. Till then, bye bye.